If Alex Hormozy sent you a cold DM, what would happen? Would everybody here respond or would nobody respond? It's called being able to observe the obvious. It's hot in here. The house is on fire. I help life coaches stop charging hourly and get them to start charging one-time lump sum. You're brainwashing people. That's the whole thing.
Right.
All right. So for example, let's look at, I'm going to break down Thomas's business. What is it that you do that brings in new followers, Thomas?
I post videos on my feed
So-
and on my stories. And,
Videos to
it's like
feed and stories.
a mixture of like entertainment and like also like educational. So people can just like go on and like they can like learn stuff for free, just like without.
Okay. And then what does that produce every month? How many followers a month?
I'm not actually too sure. I think it's like up and down, like between like
Average.
50 maybe to 100.
50 to 100. And then
Yeah.
how many followers total?
40,000.
All right. You have 40,000 followers. Okay. What's another top of funnel activity you do?
Call to actions on the.
Okay. So you do CTAs?
Yeah.
What else? But this is for him specifically, his business. His business, he's mainly Instagram. He has 40,000 followers. He outbounds the followers. He DMs anybody who likes. He DMs new followers that come in, and he posts videos to the feed and stories, and he posts CTAs. And that brings in 50 to 100 new people every month. That's 50 to 100 leads a month. So that's 50 to 100 leads per month. And then that's added up to a list of 40,000 leads. That's how you need to look at your Instagram. It's not followers anymore, it's leads.
Okay.
All right. Now his DMs are the middle of funnel, the conversations. So what happens if he stops posting altogether? Guys.
It doesn't add more leads.
Exactly. It's his top of funnel activity. All right. Because, but what if but Dylan said only do outbound to LinkedIn. That's what he did before. Thomas went hard outbounding on fucking LinkedIn because he thought that's where all the money is. And I was like, homie, bro. All right. And so it was just a misunderstanding. So that is top of funnel, but it's just not the right top of funnel actions. So DMs, he can get better. Everyone can get better at DMs. That'll just increase more conversions. And then you got money. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Same with Ryan. Ryan, you have about 10, 12,000 or 15,000 followers.
22.
You bring in a shit ton of fucking leads.
I'm at 22, and it's funny because I haven't been posting that much, and it's going. You can see it going down. You know.
Yeah. So it's a stat.
Mhm.
So you don't post. Well, first, what happens is top of funnel goes down, then DMs go down, and then sales go down. But if this top one goes up, it brings this one up, and it'll bring this one up. That's the natural recurring event. You need to understand your funnel. You got to understand your funnel. Now, some people's funnel, they don't have a following, they don't have ads, and they don't have leads. So the way you make up for that is you have to basically take the DMs up to the top of the funnel. Now, outbound is your top of funnel. It's a way to get sales without needing all this. But you need to also exist. You should post also. Okay. So let's see here. Initiating conversations, getting people to respond, blah, 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 blah. Yes. Imposter syndrome. Okay. Does this make sense so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. When I was saying upstream, remember upstream, it means up the funnel.
Yeah.
All right. So something here is a problem here. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good. Questions?
So Facebook group is also middle of the funnel, isn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's more top of funnel.
It's a right.
It's just a part of the top. I mean,
Right.
some funnels are extremely deep. You know, there's some people that have, you know, they go here, then they go here, and then they buy this, and they go da 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 da. You don't need that deep of a funnel right now.
Right.
Okay. So what was the problem here? It was no lead gen. What does zero lead gen mean? What you're not doing it? You don't have any leads. You're not creating leads. You're not doing something. What is it?
No, that was a comment on what was said earlier. It wasn't about.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, sorry.
Initiating conversations and pattern interrupts to get going. Okay, cool. So now let's say, for us, our top of funnel with DMs was our strength. All right, that was our DMs. But our conversations were dying, and we were
Mm.
getting less calls. So I plugged the middle of funnel. What did I plug it with?
Content.
YouTube, yeah. So that, like, we have a lot of outbound going. Then we have this. We have our YouTube videos here. We put our
Mm.
YouTube videos into the middle of funnel. It converts. And then we get people at the bottom of the funnel buying because they saw YouTube. Oh,
Mhm.
the Dylan looks like he knows his shit. Cool, awesome, perfect. Buy. That's my
And, and this is the two-step thing, right? So on the DMs, we're saying, do you want, I've got a resource on this. Do you want it?
not this one for me. We do
Okay.
it sometimes, but we literally have conversations going, and we're saying, hey, by the way, check out this video. So that's a middle of funnel activity. Okay.
Mhm.
So when you don't get responses, you don't have leads coming in, your people aren't answering your pattern interrupts. What else? You're not getting whatever. It's a top of funnel issue. It's following you downstream. All
Yeah,
right.
they're too cold, right? They're too cold, so they don't respond.
Yeah, or there's no reason for them. Like, it's not. Again, here's what I like to say is, if Alex Hormozy sent you a cold DM, what would happen? Would everybody here respond, or would nobody respond?
Yeah.
You'd all respond?
Yeah,
Yeah, why?
because we know him.
You know him? Why?
He knows
Because
his
he's
shit.
visible. He's visible.
Top of funnel. So his response rate would be different than somebody else's. For example, if I have a DM setter join my team and they use their profile, their response rate's typically lower than if they were to use my profile. Why? The fucking loads of content that I've posted. That's it. Just a shit ton of content. So I noticed this in business owners is they have a black and white thinking. They're like, I'm doing cold DMs now, and they stop the activity on their marketing.
Mm.
No, I never said that. It's still do it. Is like what I looked at it as is it's like, duh. Of course you continue to post. You don't just stop because you're doing DMs. Now it could be, holy shit, we're
Mhm.
bringing in the wrong leads the whole time. You
Yeah.
got to hear it. This is everybody. This is something that's very, very important to as a skill. It's called being able to observe the obvious.
Mhm.
That's such you believe it or not. Okay? It's hot in here. The house is on fire. It's like, why is it hot in here? The house is on fire. Obviously. What an inability to observe the obvious is it's hot in here. Maybe I have a fever. Maybe there's something wrong with me. No, the fucking house is on fire. Duh. Duh. You need to be able to look at the duh moments.
Mm.
Right? And if it's kind of like, I mean, I've seen being in data analysis and like really like understanding data, you start to look at people's problems and you just see the most purest duh moments you've ever seen in your life. And I've been doing this a long time. I had someone say, hey, man, I haven't made sales in months. And I said, how many offers did you make?
Mm.
None. So if you don't ask somebody to buy, how could they possibly buy?
Yeah.
Duh.
Okay, I was basically saying that the duh moment for me is only relying on DMs, only relying on cold DMs. I haven't been creating content, so
Oh
that's not
yeah,
what I need to do.
duh.
Yeah, duh.
I'm gonna make that the new. I'm gonna get hats that say "duh."
So
What are you optimizing for with your content?
I'm optimizing for storytelling, and underneath the storytelling, I'm telling them the mistakes they're making. And
No, what's the metric you're optimizing?
oh,
for?
I'm not.
Yeah,
My
that's your
own.
problem. You don't have a goal. You don't have a target for that part of the funnel. Mine, if you look at my page, there's a lot of 2 steps. I'm obviously optimizing for conversations. If I were you, I would optimize for impressions. Long form copy where they read and get educated. And they don't like it. They might not like it. You know, I've converted people that never liked a single post, but they've been reading them and watching them for years.
Right.
I don't like posts. I don't even have the habit to do it.
Yeah.
Unless something's really like mind-blowing. But I don't really like if I go on Instagram, I don't like stuff. I don't have that sticky finger. I just watch it. I don't know. But now I don't think I've ever liked one of Alex Hormozzi's posts, but I listened to his advice. Like I would totally pay him to help me.
Yeah.
Think about that. So what you
Yeah.
want to optimize for is the mental real estate that you're taking up and the education that you're giving them before the call. Don't worry about the likes. It's not the
Yeah.
likes, it's the impressions.
Yeah.
Impressions. What's the definition of impressions?
People that view it.
Yeah. So you're optimizing for impressions. You're
Yeah.
optimizing for mental real estate. What are you actually doing online when you're being visible? Are you being visible just for the sake of being visible, or are you being visible to
No.
get a message into the mind, get
Yeah.
them to think about it, get them to know your name, get them to like have a gut reaction when they say, "Hey, who's the one who like makes your prices? Who's the person that can help you get the highest prices?" Mojgan. And then what you're trying to do is you have to have one thing you're known for. Okay? You have one thing you're known for. And that's why I optimized everything for DMs, is because like it just if like what's starting to happen now in the industry is when somebody says like, "Hey, who's the best with DMs?" I get tagged. It's Dylan. You associate branding is essentially this is what branding is when you associate a topic with that person. It's a pure association. So you start to you got to associate them with that one thing, you know. What else? Like, and you got to find out what's the thing you want to be known for. That's your brand. Like our guy here that I showed you with the Live Forever. What did he do very well? Even though he's very low toned.
Yeah.
What did he do very well?
Yeah.
This. It's one simple message. Don't die. It's just like it's just such a good message. Cuz what's the it's directly targeting the one thing that everyone's trying to not do.
Yeah.
Like it's very well made. Like his branding team is extremely smart.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to have immortality and not die. Like get the fuck what else what else are we doing? Because if like we didn't want to be here, we'd all just off ourselves today.
Yeah. Yeah. But Dylan,
Not to be morbid.
don't you think? I mean, one of the issues I have is that I keep on thinking I'm talking about the same things time and time and time again, and I'm assuming that they remember, but probably they don't remember, right? I remember what I've said, so
That's the point of impressions. Okay, who any politician or anybody who's like tried to push a message, they have to say it over and over and over
Yeah.
again. Repetition is a influence technique.
Right.
So what you're
Yeah.
trying to do is you're pounding it into their mind, the thing they
Yeah.
need to know.
Yeah.
Like I help life coaches stop charging hourly and get them to start charging one-time lump sum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call it planting the seed.
Yes. You're seeding. You're letting
Yeah.
it grow. And you're saying it over and over again for a reason. And you think like, oh my God, I've already heard this. This isn't entertaining enough. No, it's like they don't remember. You think people remember. People don't even
Yeah.
remember what happened yesterday. They don't
Yeah.
even remember what happened this morning. They forgot what they ate this morning. Most people are so cloudy. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
This is where you got to dumb your shit down and realize you're brainwashing people. That's the whole thing.
Right.
Positive brainwashing.